Hello, my name is Jeremy Fox. This is my week 4 video review for MDF3. First, what did you do for your hybrid project? I kind of refactored and reworked my My Notes application, Android application that I believe I had to do last month, I think is what it was. So I reworked that so that one of the activities loaded a web view for user input and whatnot. What would you have done differently if you could? Don't know as if I really would have done anything differently. I think everything turned out pretty good. List a few things that could use more clarification. Nothing is coming to mind right now. But certainly if something does come up after I record this, I will send you an email. Do you think hybrid applications have a place in mobile development, and why? Yes, I do think they have a place. Honestly, there's a lot of cases for them, and I think the biggest being the reusability across multiple platforms, Android and iOS and BlackBerry and everything. You know, develop once and it's done. However, that doesn't work for a lot of things. But for those projects that it will, it's absolutely, I don't want to call it the right choice because it's totally up to, the people or the company or the person making the application as to what they want to choose. But it certainly is something to consider, doing it once and having it done for multiple platforms. So I'll just do a quick demo here. So this is the RubyMine editor. It's by JetBrains, which if you see here, this is IntelliJ. So this is my native Android project, and this is RubyMine, the Ruby on Rails app, which is the API. It is the backend for the My Notes application, but I also added a new view to it for the web view that we're presenting in the app. So first, we'll just take a look at the index.html, which I'm pulling up here for the create a new note. So this is pretty simple. It's just a form, and that's about it. Just has a legend at the top, create a new note. We have a title and a details input, and then you have a submit form or email form input option for submit buttons here, and you'll see those in a second in the app. Then we have our CSS, which is doing all the pretty styling to it. And then our CoffeeScript or JavaScript. This CoffeeScript will be compiled down into JavaScript. So when you actually pull up the website, it's JavaScript, but you can write it in CoffeeScript, which is kind of like a shorthand JavaScript. To me, it's much nicer. So this is what's handling it. So bind form submit button and bind email form submit button. Those are just handling those actions. And then this is where we grab our My Notes native object and call back into the native code. So we have a method save note and save and share note. And if we come over here into our JS interface.java, you'll see save note and save and share note. So the save note simply notifies the receiver of the new note, passes it along, and tells it and passes the third parameter true, so that the activity finishes on save. I pass false and save and share note, so that the activity is not finished, and I just I hide the form in the view, and then just update a text that says note was saved. Because in this one, I didn't want to dismiss the activity because I'm saving the note, but I'm also launching a custom intent for sharing the note, so that you can save the note and then share it at the same time. So that is all that's going on there. And then this is our new note activity. So on create, we create our web view, set JavaScript enabled, add JavaScript interface, new Java interface. First parameter is the receiver, second is the context, and it just so happens that in this case it's this and this, so that made it look kind of weird. And then here's the My Notes native that we are calling from the JavaScript. And then load URL. Sorry, I've got allergies and my throat's kind of messed up right now. But we're grabbing the web URL. If we look at this, It's a Rails running on the Heroku, and there's the route that will be called to load the web view. And that's about it for the native stuff. We come back over here. We'll actually just go ahead and run the app here. So here it is running already. These are some notes that I've saved. Obviously, you can see it's just a bunch of garbage and then tests and whatnot. But if we come into click the new note button here, this is where we're loading the web view. And as you'll see, it comes up initially looking all kind of plain, and then once all the page loads and JavaScript loads and everything, it'll turn all pretty. There we go. So the first thing I want to point out is the text that you see being used on all the text in here is the same text that I'm using everywhere else in the app. So this is all native code right here, and as you can see, the text is the same. So if I actually go into the details view, the text here is the same, and if you notice, the buttons are this blue like squared buttons with just like the plain style to them, rather than going with the skeuomorphic look. But the color and the text and everything perfectly matches the web view. So we'll pull that back up and let it load up again. Okay, there we go. Like I said, the buttons match, the text matches, so the style matches the rest of the app. If we come in here and we'll just say MDF3, MDF3, and if we do save note, this will call back into the native function, which you can see right there. It just launched the native progress dialog saying saving note. Said save note, and then there's our MDF3 note down here. So that is now stored in the API, and I can view it in native code. If we go back into here again, this time we'll do the save and share this note so that it saves the note, but then also launches a custom intent for sharing the note at the same time. So this time we'll do share this note. Share this. I can spell right now. Share this note detail. And then we will do even share this. Oh, of course, I don't have any apps on my simulator that can for sharing, so email and like Skype and whatever else could receive the sharing intent. I don't have any of that on the simulator, but if you actually launch it on a device that has those, they will show up. I did it on my Galaxy Nexus, and it works just fine there. But see, this is what I was saying. I didn't want to finish the activity, so in the web view, when you click save and share note, I hide the form, just fade it out, and then fade in this note saved text, and then let the user manually finish the activity. And there it is. So as you can see, share this note was saved. I can pull it up. There it is in all its glory. All right. Again, sorry for the long video, but it is quite a bit to cover. I had a great time this month, so that's about it for now. Thank you.